flounder down in the deplorable ghetto, which was down in Lower Manhattan. So that being said, of course, as time went on, it developed a reputation for what it was back in the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, and that's when it was home to a large bohemian population of writers, poets, musicians, anarchists, you name it. That was the population that became known for that. People, those artists, members of the artist community gravitated towards this area. Bleecker Street, 1950s, 1960s, that was the home to the Beat Generation, the hippies, etc. Back there on Bleecker Street, you find the coffee houses. That's where you would have saw Bob Dylan, Peter, Paul and Mary, Tom Paxson, Phil Rose, Carly Simon, Carole King, The Boss, Bruce Springsteen, all those people playing down there in those coffee houses which lined Bleecker Street, and of course gained prominence, popularity, and of course basically the springboard to a national and world appeal, as it were. I can still remember, as I said, all the years that I've been here, I have still have a ticket stub for $2.75. Is what $2.75 it would have cost me to see the Grateful for Dead, and then $4.25 it was all what it cost me to get in to see Bruce Springsteen in a room that held about 50 people. And even back then, he was doing concerts which would last 3.5, 4 hours. So I mean, he hasn't changed much since then. But these days, of course, don't go expecting to find the bargains. Not down there any longer these days. Some of the more famous ones that exist, the Bottom Line, the Bitter End, the Blue Note, of course, they're going to squeeze you in for about $45, 2-drink minimum, and then about an hour later they're going to say, see you later, unless you want to pay another $45 and another 2-drink minimum. So basically you're paying that kind of money for one set. It's changed. It's not the way that it used to be. These days, if you want to see the cutting edge stuff, you want to see the best things that are happening in terms of basically stuff that's like around the corner. Culturally speaking, you've got to go to Brooklyn. That's where the majority of that stuff is happening, because Brooklyn is the new Manhattan for the most part, and probably about the hippest place in New York City, Williamsburg in particular. Oh, what do we got here? Okay, it is.